I had plans, guys. I had real formal plans to come to you guys looking extra gorgeous with amazing A1 information. But sometimes God just comes through and you have to act on its timing, right? There's so much tea that I want to share with you guys that would just skyrocket your life to where currently mine is. I'm not gonna fucking lie. I'm not gonna hide the fact that God is providing every need for me that I need. I have serious health issues that render me disabled at the tender age of 27. While that may sound amazing to a lot of you, and it is a blessing in many ways, not even just in regard to like being put up or taken care of by others or by the universe or by God, but it's also just learning how fragile life is. Like I'm living with the fact that my life may end way sooner than anyone else's. That's the real tea. That's the real gag that no one wants to talk about. I have to deal with my family not talking to me, not loving me, not nurturing me because it might be hard, because they're struggling with the cognitive dissonance of like, oh, but she's kicked back though. Am I kicked back? Constantly thinking about how my grandmother and my mother both died the same way from the same type of health issues that I'm experiencing now early. But that's not even why I'm on here. I'm on here for a lot of reasons. I'm just kind of letting you guys know that I'm about to come with some shit for y'all. But I really want y'all to kind of let me know like where y'all at, like if y'all here, check in, be present, tell me if y'all still rocking with your girl before I get on here and drop some gems, and then give y'all access to our new platforms and spaces. So with that being said, I'm on here to talk about a few, well, not talk about it, but just touch on what we'll be getting into in our other platforms and our other private, secure, loving spaces. I'm so excited. Okay, so as we know, tragically enough, we just lost somebody who's like, the crazy part is I don't even listen to Migos that much anymore. I used to when they first came out. And Takeoff is just, he's just that soul that you just recognize. Let me put this down. It's not even lit anymore. It's just something special about Takeoff. We all know that. We all are touched and hurt by his death for a reason. But anyways, something about his chart, his north and south node. His south node is apparently in Scorpio. It is Scorpio season. It is a lot going on astrologically right now that made the conditions for his life, for his death rather. Basically, astrologically yesterday, the conditions were perfect for him to make his biggest impact of his life in this world. If he was living more in his south node energy yesterday, he would have probably done something. He probably would have, this is just a hypothetical, by the way, and please excuse me, I'm not trying to be insensitive at all. This is literally important information. If you resonate, you resonate. If you don't, you don't. So there that is, right? The real ones know what I'm getting at with this, okay? So let me get back to where I was at. Yeah. So, for example, if he was to get drunk yesterday and record himself making a fucking freestyle, right? And this freestyle was crazy. He could have said some crazy ass shit. And it could have went extra viral. It could have set off a whole, you know what I'm saying? A whole new wave where he was the biggest rapper and he was talking about some shit nobody was talking about in cadences and bars and setups that we just can't even fathom because he's so good. Let's be real. Or he was so good at what he does. But, you know, rather that, he got into an argument. He was in his south node energy at a very interesting pivotal time in his chart and the astrological placements of everyone. Of, you know, it's just fascinating how his biggest impact ended up being his life given as an example. Think about how his life and the way it ended, how it will affect us in the end. Really. If you're not on Twitter, if you're on Twitter, if you're on Instagram, if you're talking with your friends, family, pay attention to what's being said and how it's affecting people. Pay attention to the reach of this black man, of this young black man, and him losing his life and the way it happened. Look at how it affected people like Designer. People on Twitter talking about, oh, designers trying to get clout, getting on the internet crying. That man is hurt. You know how hard it is for a black man to cry? I don't give a fuck if he's on drugs. I don't give a fuck if he's a little out there. How hard it is for him to cry in front of others. But these black men are getting on here, obviously feeling like they don't have anyone else. Y'all wildin'. Another thing I want to touch on is misconception and perception. Y'all be looking at people thinking that they're living it up. It may appear so. Yeah, my bad, guys. I got a call. But yeah, I was saying that, you know, it's hard for a black man to reach out for help, and a lot of people don't have anyone. Like, people may look at me and say, "Oh, she's kicked back. She's looking beautiful. She's out in LA. She's out in the world." Y'all don't know the half. Y'all don't know the half, and I really want to tell y'all, and there's ways that I am preparing to tell you guys, but I will touch on the fact that if anyone knows me, as a matter of fact, I'm going to include in the description box links to my oldest videos on this channel. If you guys just go back some years, just 2 years, just 3 years, 2.5 years ago to my videos, y'all will see what the fuck is really going on in my life. If you go back as far as you can go, because I've tried to document things for this exact purpose of what I'm saying right now, to show y'all where I came from and where I'm at now and where I'm gonna continue to go, and telling y'all the tools of how to get into this frequency, how to get aligned and stay aligned every day. This is what it's about. It's not just about getting readings about your relationship or about your friendship or about this job or if you'll move. It's about what you need to do every single day to get this information every day on your own, not just through readings, but through a bird you seen and what happened when the bird cocked at you and what you felt when it cocked at you. And seeing this number at this pace and this time, and having people like myself that you can text and call in that moment to say, hey, has this ever happened to you? And do you believe in twin flames? And have you ever dreamt about this? And what did that dream mean? And you have a subscription, you have that access to me and to others and to spaces. And because people don't appreciate readers right now. They thinking everybody kooky and we're crazy and everybody's doing potions and rituals on people and all that, and curing herpes. Like, that's not the game for everybody, okay? Some of us are really doing this shit and are really birthed for this, and come from bloodlines and family lines of people who preserve food and who know natural medicine and who practice alchemy and who practice shamanism. And we are ordained and sent and just initiated, okay, in this way to do these things, okay? And you know the real from the fake. Your insides can feel it, your vibe can feel it. If you don't like a person and the sound of their voice and what they're saying, just leave and go to the next person, or don't, or go to yourself, okay? That's your discernment. Okay, but if you keep coming back to a person to hear them talk, it could be because your soul is calling you to be guided by that person for that time. You know, I'm trying to help teach you guys all of these things and just guide you in general, not even teach you, just show you what the fuck I'm doing. Really, I'm just trying to lead by example. So a lot of what I'm about to be doing with you guys is a lot of this, what you see me doing here, laying and talking and just propping up the camera and showing you guys what I'm doing every day. I'm not going to tell you everything I'm going to be doing because surprises. But it will be very relatable and very close. We will be close. Ask any, and my road dogs, my day ones, y'all know who y'all are, who I talk to often, multiple times a week, sometimes every day, you know, on the socials and just in general. Y'all have my number or whatever. Y'all have me, access to me. Get on the comments. Let people know what's up, and let people know that we're a family and that we're building a community, because that's exactly what the fuck we're doing. I have long-term plans for us, y'all. Everything will not be paid for. Everything won't have a cost, okay? Everything won't have a cost. Y'all, I love y'all, and I will see y'all soon. Stay up. Just keep your head on a swivel. Okay, y'all don't have to worry, and y'all don't have to, you know, be heavy and just be in this grieving energy all day, and this survival energy all day every day, even though things may be hard as shit. Just keep your head on a swivel. Just pay attention to what's going on around you. If you're feeling anxious as shit, and you're just literally what I do, just really ground yourself into the moment. Take as deep breaths as you can and just focus on that, and I promise you, it'll help you in your decision making, because each decision we make matters in this matrix. It's like a video game. That's why a lot of us are anxious, because we are coming into that wisdom and that knowing. So just yeah, tap in. I love y'all, and welcome to November, and let's enjoy the rest of this year. See y'all soon. Peace.